Peace family, Tiffany Hills popping in with a video. First of all, I want to say go check out the podcast. I just uploaded a new episode with Jake Pharaoh, and it is called Activation and Initiation Through Music. The interview is bomb, fire. That's one thing I love about metaphysics. It's like you don't have to like stay on one topic. It's like you can just move around. I mean, Jake is, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, I'll put it in the description box below. But get over there and listen to that podcast. So today we're going to talk about your comfort zone and creativity. Let's just understand this. The system is our problem. So every time we want to create something new, or whatever it is that we're creating, it has to be in alignment with our life purpose and our soul mission. So the system is what the problem is. There's no aligning yourself with it. It's one thing. You hit $1 million, they're going to tax it to death. Whatever the case may be, there's going to always be something there to stress you. There's always going to be something there to knock you back down. There's always going to be something there to make you feel less than. There's always going to be something there that takes you off the natural path, period. That is what it is. So the system is the problem. So the Aquarian age belongs to the creators. When you are creating, let me just say this. When people start talking about, we in the last days and destruction and death, and, a lot of us start to feel like I shouldn't do nothing, or, we just let the pieces fall where they may. And it's like, no, you're supposed to be creating your best. Whatever you're creating now is going to go into the new world. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that we just walked through the threshold, to be honest with you. Case in point, I was in the grocery store today, and it's been hard to find seeded fruit, let alone seeded watermelon. So last couple times I went back to Myers, and they always have the seedless watermelons on display. And if they do have seeded watermelons, they're like off, where you can't even see them, like off to the side. You got to really look for them. So today I went into the store, and they had more seeded watermelons than they had seedless, and they were on display where they should have been sitting anyway. So we're fighting back. We want seeds in our fruit. We want the system to fall. We're not trying to negotiate. We're not trying to compromise. They're being moved out of the way. All GMOs, all of this fake food, this unnatural way that we've been living, it cannot continue. So by us upping our vibrations, we're pushing all that stuff out. So with your creativity, you must come out of your comfort zone. The comfort zone, for the most part, is the system. How we think, how we live. Like when we even buy a house, it's like we buy a house and we stay in that house. You know what I'm saying? Even if we travel, we don't move enough. We just that house becomes our comfort zone, and we just make a life out of it. And we pretty much live standing still. You know what I'm saying? Paying bills, and you know what I'm saying? It's just, it was never meant for us to live that way. So whatever you are creating, even if it is within this system, you're going to create your way out of it, as long as you're creating. Even if you don't even know what your passion is, get some crayons, get some markers, get some glue, get your glue gun out, get to creating something, and that's just going to start that momentum. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no aligning with this system. It's over. It is over. It is over. Yesterday I was talking to Lafayette Black, and we were talking about just getting land and what we were going to do with our land. And it dawned on me, it's like the comfort zone kills creativity. Because you think like, oh, when I get time, or when I get some energy, or and it's like, no, you have to make it. Like right now, I was just upstairs, and I just got sleepy. And it's like, I know I got a lot to do, so I can't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I just woke up. Not just woke up, but I mean, I woke up about 6. It's 4 now. No, I'm sorry, it's not 4. I'm looking at the time on the phone. It's about maybe 1:30 right now. But I just felt this overwhelming need to go to sleep. And I'm like, I'm not even I shouldn't be sleepy. And with the things I have to do is I have to spark my when my creativity starts to get sparking. For some reason, I get sleepy. That is because you're stretching yourself. You're coming out of that old mode. And so when you get sleepy, and this is not like a meditation sleep, this is like when you get sleepy, it's almost like it's taking you away from your creativity. So even though I could go lay down just because I want to, I know it's things I need to do as far as my creativity. I'm getting ideas. I have to push them through. I have to see them through. I have to create the new things. I have to make sure all of my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted. That is what I must do. So we have to come out of this way that we've been living, eating 3 meals a day. We don't have to eat that much. We don't have to eat that much. And this way of living where we do all this stockpiling, like, you know what I'm saying, we have all this faith and to get certain things, we get pay bills and stock up stuff, and it's like that's not how we live. We live day by day. You know what I'm saying? We got our food for that day. You know what I mean? Because we knew that there would be enough for tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day. It wasn't stockpiling. It wasn't freezing and refrigerating and a bunch of clothes. We didn't live like that. So a lot of that is being taken away, and a lot of us have addictions to this system. We just do. I mean, this is what we've been conditioned to. This is the way we've been conditioned to live, and we can no longer do this. So your creativity is your ticket to freedom. So even if it ain't making you no whole lot of money, but you love doing it, you know what I'm saying? You just love how the ideas flow. You just write it out and move on it. Don't get stuck in that comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? If Spirit is telling you to sell that house and move to somewhere where you never thought you would live, just look into it. You know what I mean? Don't throw caution to the wind. Make a plan. You see what I'm saying? But you got to come out of this. We're coming out of it, whether you want to or not. You could volunteer, or you can be forced. You know what I'm saying? But the creativity, the age of Aquarius belongs to the creators, those who are creating, the innovators, the inventors, the free thinkers, the those of us who create things that will be beneficial to the collective. You see what I'm saying? That's our ticket out of here. So that comfort zone is the enemy to creativity. Your creativity is your the key to your superpowers. You see what I'm saying? Like even when we was playing with them toys, and I always get to play from toys from Panic. Panic, that was just such a great example of the fairy energy. You know what I'm saying? When you're playing with those toys, there's never a thought in your mind that you didn't have something. If you wanted that toy to fly, it flew. If you wanted that toy to do a backflip, handstand, it did everything you wanted to do. And that's how we have to think about, us. And so some of the ideas you may have may be far-fetched. Push through. Move on them. Don't sit on them. And I think I was talking to one of my friends, and I was saying how I think Mook was talking about this. And she was saying how, God to give you an idea, or Spirit to give you an idea, and if you don't move on it, or a download or whatever case may be, somebody else is gonna bring it through. And that's what Michael Jackson used to say. He said in an interview that when he feel like God gives him a song, he hurry up and write it down, because if he don't, he feel like God to give it to Prince. So I'm just saying all that to say, you can't sit on it, and then you'll be somewhere saying like, oh, that was my idea, and you know what I'm saying. You have to not be afraid to create something new. And how you get bored, and you're like, I'm just bored. That's the best feeling in the world. Do you know why? Because you are present. You are present and you are unstimulated. So when you're bored, only thing you're saying is I'm unstimulated. I don't have my phone in my ear. Nobody talking to me. I ain't listening to the radio. I'm not watching TV. You're bored. That means you're present. So you just stop and immerse yourself in that moment. Stop and just be fully present. Feel the breeze. If when you're out, walking, don't listen to the music. Just listen to nature. Listen to the birds. You know what I mean? Listen to everything around you. Listen, and that will be you being charged up. You know what I'm saying? So your creativity is very important right now. Don't feel like just because everything's falling apart, the system, that you're just supposed to just wait for something to, give you some type of divine inspiration. Sometimes you have to create those opportunities. You see what I'm saying? Like if you get a reading, or you get some type of symbol or a sign from spirit, and it's telling you you got some opportunities coming your way, sometimes that means you have to create them. Sometimes you have to create those doors that need, that people are saying, oh, all these doors are open. You have to create them. When I was writing my book, I thought I was going to have an editor. I thought I was going to have a publisher. I thought I was going to have a format. Well, I did find a person to format, but I had to do everything except format. That's the one thing that I hired out, and that's only because oh, I see a squirrel. Hi, squirrel. That's only because everything else I had to do by myself. And when I found the formatter, I was just so happy. But I have to market. You see what I'm saying? And so when the ideas come, you have to move on them immediately. You know what I'm saying? Have your notebook, and like, well, if you talk yourself out of it, that's how, those are obstacles you setting in your way. But you have to create those opportunities through your creativity. You see what I'm saying? So jobs are over, whether you have one or not. You know what I'm saying? When that job ends, you're gonna be forced to use your creativity. You're gonna be forced to use your creativity just in everyday things. You know what I mean? Paint. How you gonna pay this, or how we gonna shop differently? Your mantra every day should be, what can I do creative today? Every day we should be looking to do something creative. What can I create today? You know what I'm saying? Stop looking for something to stimulate you or to inspire you. Become that inspiration. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. You can do it. That's how I know you're going to be okay, because you're choosing to create the life you want to live. And so you're going to eat better. You're going to think better. You're going to have better people around you. You got people around you who love and care about you, because you love and care about yourself. You love and care about what it is that you create. You love the products, and that love is just going to generate this energy around you that is going to be automatic success. So you don't have to fight for it. You don't have to compete for it. What Nip say? You don't stay in your lane. Ain't no traffic in your lane. You do you. You see what I'm saying? So come out of the comfort zone of the system. It's over and it's done with. It's over and it's done with. So this is Tiffany signing off. Tiffany Hills signing off. Contact me at Tiffany Hills, Tiffany's Love Heals at gmail.com for your fairy readings, your spiritual consultations, your dream interpretations, and my new tailor-made inspirational voice notes, as well as your fairy dust. Yeah, family, it's time. You got to create. We got to create our way out of this, and we're doing one hell of a job. So get over to that podcast and check out me and Jake's interview. It's on and popping, family. Love y'all. Talk with y'all soon.